Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to become successful in the things that you do. Yes, success, that's what I said. A lot of the times when people say success, they automatically think money, the booming business, yada yada yada, and all that's great. But for me, I think let's just strip it all the way back down to success within yourself. I think for me, joy is success. Knowing that you're content and you're happy and you're just minding your own business, doing your own thing, and knowing how to manage the storms that come into your life. That for me is success. So before I get into today's video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn your post notification bells on so you're reminded every time I post a video. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, how do you become successful? Like I said, I feel like for me, success comes from within. If you base the idea that success is an outer thing, you'll forever be chasing, the situations and your environmental factors. For me, let's strip away the money, let's strip away the booming business, and don't get me wrong, that's also very important. Obviously, you want to know how much your hard work and your blood, sweat, and tears are manifesting in the environment around you. I'm doing that, we're all doing that. But if we don't knuckle down and nail the success within ourselves first, the environmental, the outer stuff will not show, it won't come. For me, success is fundamentally having joy, being content within yourselves. Everything flows from within. So whatever is showing up inside of you will translate in the environment around you. If you're content, if you're filled with joy, you're filled with peace, life isn't linear. Obviously, you're gonna have bumps and trials and obstacles along the way. But if you're growing in a way where you can now deal with the things that threaten to kind of shake your core or threaten to, the things that you're building, that is success. Success flows from within. It comes from joy, it comes from peace. I think for me, knowing that you came into this world on your own, you're gonna leave by yourself, just allows me to train my mind and to tell my mind and to help my mind understand that whatever I do, it's my life and I want to live it. It's what I have to do. And life is so short as well, Life is way too short. Life is so precious. I went on a walk earlier on today and I was just thinking and I was just clearing my head. I mean, there was nothing bad to clear. My life is, smooth sailing. It's not perfect. No one's life's ever going to be perfect, but I'm happy, I'm content in where I am in my life, that if anything bad happens, if anything tragic happens, if anything comes into my life to threaten my peace, I have God, and I know that I've gotten to a place where I've learned too much along the way not to use what I've learned to manage future trials and tribulations and to manage future what we would call losses. I was on a walk today and I was just thinking about life and I thought, wow, really, life really is so precious, and we have to really train our minds and help our minds to understand that every breath that you take, you have to live life as if every breath that you take is literally your last breath. And if you have your last breath, what would you say before you go? How would you say that you felt? Would you say that you were successful even if you had money and you had a booming business? Would you say you were truly happy? So for me, it all flows from within, and staying in your own lane, minding your own business and not comparing yourself or watching what the next person's got going on or watching someone else's journey. Staying in your own lane, focusing on goals that you have to set for yourself, reviewing how certain things have panned out in the past and taking from those lessons so you can apply that to future obstacles, because it will happen, whether it's in your personal, whether it's in your professional, life, whatever it is that you've learned, it's so important to reflect back and to take the lessons, because not everything bad that happens to us is to break us. Sometimes God allows certain things to happen so we can learn. It's not a case of, you know, you are being punished or you've done something wrong, and so I'm gonna send this situation to you and therefore I want you to be miserable. No, you have to see, you really do, and no one else can do this for you. No one else can do this for you. To be successful, you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from the past mistakes, life lessons, because lessons will repeat itself until you learn. I read a quote that says, when you're ready, the teacher will come, and when you're ready, the teacher will go. If you get to a point in your life where you are able to use the tools and the skills and the life lessons that you've learned along the way to better your situation in the future or better yourself in the present, isn't that success? Because I think that is. I think that's success. I think that I can sit down and see, if I was in this situation 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it would have completely broken me. But because I went through that life lesson back then, I now have the skills and the tools to manage this situation better. And that's success, because you don't trip over twice. And even if you do, you still learn something in that situation. So for me, look at what your heart looks like. You have to truly understand what your heart looks like. What's going on from within? Whatever's going on from within, if it's peace, even if, you are in the middle of some shitstorm in your life, but you're learning, you're growing, that translates to the environment around you. That will translate outwardly. And for me, that's success. You can't go ahead and do anything in life if your heart isn't right. A lot of people think, operate logically, but don't forget your heart literally is in the core. It's in the core of your body. It pumps around so much blood, and without our hearts, we wouldn't be alive. I think I'm at the point in my life where I've experienced quite a lot. I've learned so much in the past few years. And even then, I still feel like there's more to learn. And I'm at the point in my life where I can comfortably say that even if I don't have money like the next person, or I don't have that booming business like the next person, because I'm content and I'm filled with a certain level of peace, and I know what I've learned and I know how I will apply it, knowing my mindset, I feel like I've already won. Because a lot of people will go through situations over and over and over again. Don't get me wrong, I was one of those people a few years back. But like I said before, that life lesson will keep happening until you learn the lesson. If I'm sat over here and I've got a shitstorm around me and I'm filled with peace, and the next person is literally just frantically trying to gather their lives and it's in chaos and it's just all over the place, even if that person has more money than me, who do you think is more successful? Because while they're busy trying to calm the shit show because they've not learned certain skills from past experiences or life lessons, and I now have the upper hand because my heart is at a level where it's peace. My heart is at a level where it's filled with peace and calm enough to be able to, if I wanted to go start a business and put my all into it. Do you see what I mean? So success isn't an outwardly thing. Success is an inwardly thing. So look at what your heart is, understand what your heart is and where it's at, and stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, keep your head down, focus, learn, be your friend first. Learn about yourself, learn about the situations that you put yourself in, learn about how you deal with things, how you move, how you think. Learn about yourself first. That is where your success comes from. So this is just a piece of advice to everyone. I hope you take something from it. Like I said, I've learned a lot over the past few years. I feel like there's still a lot more for me to learn. I'm evolving every day. We are all evolving every day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to turn your post notification bell on, and don't forget to subscribe. Until then, you already know what I'm gonna say. Your girl is out. Peace.